What is going on, Eagles Nation? Welcome to today's episode of Bird Buzz. Stephen Hellmann here alongside Aresco. Sorry we're getting this video out a tad bit late today, but anyway, thank you for tuning in. So Eagles are 1 week away from their first preseason game, and
that they are, and everyone wants to pipe it up.
Yeah,
I mean, why not? We've been doing
the whole time. We're hyped. We made it through the offseason.
Yeah, and we've been going nuts ever since we got to LA, just talking about the squad, just random conversations would start coming up about the Eagles, and it could turn into an hour talking about them. You never know.
Yeah.
You never know. We're that pumped up.
Yeah. No, I mean, it's going to be sick. I mean, obviously, so what are your thoughts on training camp so far as we're 1 week away?
I've been, obviously sitting on Twitter all day, all night, as he witnesses, and I'm always just reading articles, things like that. And I like what I hear about a lot of guys at camp. Carson Wentz going through those rookie ups and downs that you know were coming. But Sam Bradford's played like the best quarterback on the team because right now he is the best quarterback on the team.
And he's the best preseason quarterback ever.
Yeah.
Ever. So, I mean...
best preseason quarterback ever. So, get ready for a show on Thursday, next Thursday.
Yeah, absolutely. So, let's get into these Bird Buzz questions. First question we got here is from Cody Shell 24. I think this is the first time you've asked a question, so thank you for joining us, Cody. You actually got 2 questions for us. So, when will Wentz get to play? That's his first question.
I think it's going to depend on the health of the quarterbacks and how the team's playing and how Sam Bradford plays. If Sam Bradford's winning you games and you're going to the playoffs, let it go.
Yeah, exactly. I couldn't agree more. I think you want Bradford to play well and just Wentz to learn the offense. Listen, I love Sammy Sleeves, huge Sammy Sleeves fans, and I love Carson Wentz, but I just want Carson Wentz to just develop and just learn. Yeah. So there's no rush to get him in right away because he's your quarterback for the next 10 years. So what's let him develop now and figure it out.
Yeah, it doesn't matter how much you gave up to get him or where you got him. The point is you just did what was necessary to get him, and now it's time to develop him into the quarterback that you want to have for 10, 12.
Yeah, if Carson Wentz is good, no one's going to care that he didn't have a first-round draft pick on 2017.
Or that he sat 9 games and then got to play, and then Bradford got put. I mean, the bottom line is, whatever the scenario, if he's good 5 years from now, if he's in the playoffs every year with us, no one's going to remember when he was 22 years old coming into the NFL how exactly he got his first chance. So.
Yeah, exactly. And he also asked, what are the future positions that we will want to look to draft in the future?
I think that it's definitely favorable to build depth everywhere. I mean, you can look at a lot of positions that we think are solidified now, but you still need to load up on them. I do think right tackle, because when Lane slides over to replace Peters, you're going to need a right. Even though we got Big V this year, I think could get an upgrade with a more promising prospect. But getting that franchise running back that's going to be able to carry the ball 20 times reliably, Doug Peterson would really like that. Balance out his offense a little bit, and there's a lot of guys out in there. There's 9 of them, like I said. There's so many names. We'll see who gets chiseled down into that top 5 as the season goes along. But there's definitely some holes to be plugged up, and this is not a finished team by any means. So it's a great question.
Absolutely not. So next question at Eagles Universe asks, should Carson Wentz get more of a chance to compete for a starting job? I mean, I'm going to say Sam Bradford's the best quarterback on the team right now.
Yeah,
and you gotta,
he is. He's getting. I mean, what more of a chance does he need? He's out there practice every day. He's just not playing as well as Sam Bradford right now. They have preseason. I would bet that the best preseason quarterback ever plays, better than Carson Wentz in the preseason.
Because he's the best ever.
Yeah. He's a 7-year veteran. He's going to be in there this year. Yeah. So, I love Carson Wentz. I even before the Eagles even had a chance of getting him, I loved what I saw from this guy.
Yeah.
But I never thought in my wildest dreams that he would be the Eagles' future QB, and I'm really happy. He's awesome. He's 6'6". He's got a cannon arm. Yeah. He's a mature kid.
Let him go.
He even understands that it's a process.
Trust the process. The Sixers, can trust the process for the Sixers, but when the Eagles are doing it for the quarterback, and the Eagles actually have a legitimate plan. Yeah. The Sixers are like, big man, big man, big man. Big man.
That was up.
But seriously,
just trust the process with the Birds QB situation. Yeah. Sam Bradford's the best QB right now. We can compete in a bad division right now with this defense and a steady offense, while Carson Wentz takes the backseat and just chills out and absorbs everything.
Do we preview our Sixers draft now? If you wanna go and take a ride with me, Ben Simmons in the back with MB. Baby coming to you this way.
Hey, must be the process. There it is, right there.
Little preview.
Sixers remix, trust the process.
Yeah. All right. Let's get to these questions. We got a lot of them here.
We're wearing our Sixers attire
because we're tanking.
We're tanking.
At JBrad13S, do you think that Jason Peters will be able to survive this season, and who do we have to replace him?
I don't think he'll be able to. He's already hurt.
He gets rolled up. Like a fruit roll up.
That's his new nickname, fruit roll up. So, yeah, I mean, he's been a great player his whole career, but he's worn down. I think that the right tackle position needs to be shored up before we, talk about, keeping Lane, putting Lane at left. We need to shore that right tackle spot up. And this year, we don't really have someone, really reliable. We're gonna have a rookie in there, maybe Dennis Kelly. So it's going to be tough. That's a stumper. You can't really answer that because it's just
you cross your fingers and pray to God you can. Next question from you at Aresco. Yes, I guess you wanted to slam Sammy Sleeves prediction for week 1, and 3 touchdowns. You got 2 questions here, but 3 touchdowns, 1 interception, 300 yards. He's gonna pipe it up.
Pipe it up. Yeah. Sammy Sleeves. I'll say 250 to 275. And he'll give you 3 TDs, maybe 2 TDs, something along those lines. I think the defense gets 6 sacks against Robert Griffin, though, and I think week 1 is perfect for a pass rush to just unleash on a figuring it out type offense like the Browns will be.
With minimal weapons.
It's going to be crazy.
And then you also asked how long does each unit play in the first preseason game. I got the starters on offense playing 2 to 3 series. Chase Daniel and his crew playing like a quarter, and then Carson Wentz probably like a quarter and a half.
I got the starters in there for a little bit. Daniel a little bit. Wentz a good amount, and then you got McLeod, Bethel Thompson getting in there and closing it out Kobe style. So that's a W. That's a win right there.
Yeah,
1-0, baby.
Next question at VL Tyas. How is the Jalen Mills starting battle looking? Nickel or outside? I mean, I think he's going to come in at the nickel.
Yeah, I think, remember, we were watching those 0-2 Eagles games, and they had Troy Vincent and Bobby Taylor, 2 veterans that knew how to play that system.
Yeah.
They got Sheldon Brown on the field and Lito Shepherd on the field at times, but they weren't starting.
Yeah.
Sheldon Brown was wearing number like 39, for God's sakes. And, exactly. No pressure situations. I mean, they got to make plays when they're in there, but they're kind of not expected to be like, guarding the best receivers all game, every game. So you need to have these guys like McKelvin and Carroll show these young guys how to play this game, show them how to play in this system, show them how to be professionals, and be productive themselves. McKelvin and Carroll are reliable vets. They're not going to make every play, but they're solid. They're not paid a lot, so they're going to teach Jalen Mills and Eric Rowe how to get ready to be these starting cornerbacks. And I think that we could look to add another body to that, depending on the development of those.
Absolutely. Next question at Easus Cavs 2817 asks, how do you think our safety duo will be? I'm going to say best in the league. I think we have the best safety tandem in the league. I
mean, it would be us, or I'd say the Seattle Seahawks. Earl Thomas and Cam Chancellor are still unreal. Like they're just crazy.
That is true.
And then they have Sherman too, so it's just not fair.
So maybe they're a little bit.
But I would say McLeod and Jenkins are right up there. Maybe right underneath them. I love Malcolm Jenkins. He's an elite player, and I think McLeod's going to be a beast as well.
The term that we've coined this offseason, we got some real bangers.
Real
guys
bangers.
That can lay some hits and just jack people up. Next question, at SmithBoy93 asks, what rookie do you think will stand out the most in the first preseason game?
First preseason game? It's tough. I'll say Carson Wentz, though. I mean, kind of going with the generic answer there. But he's going to play a lot, and I think he's going to make some plays with his legs and his arm.
Yeah, I'm going to go Wendell Smallwood. I think he's just going to be trashing those slow third. I think he's just going to be the best athlete on the field. And I think it's just going to be
he slipped in the draft. He could have been a little higher of a pick. He was really productive as that kind of like screen back.
Yeah.
I think he'll catch a screen.
And we're going to be getting the screens back. Doug Peterson under Andy Reid.
Carson to Wendell in the third quarter against the Bums.
I'm going to love it. Next question, at JGalgo74 asks, what would you rather use our second round pick on for next year since we don't have a first? tackle, running back, or wide receiver?
I think those are 3 good positions. It's a good question. Tackle's definitely something I think of, but running back would be cool to get that franchise face. If there's a guy that, you know, is really good and you can get him in a second, you know, if you really like a guy, then go get him. I mean, it just depends. You go off your board based off need. That's what I go with. So if like there's like a sweet if there's like a sweet quarterback there, I'm not taking him. You know what I mean? We don't need that.
Hinkie would though.
Exactly. If there's a 6th safety there, Hinkie would be like, "Give me him. I need that safety."
Oh yeah,
I know we have McLeod and Jenkins. No, go off need. It's best player available based on need. That's what I say. So you know, if there's like your 2nd ranked, if say you have 3 running backs, they come off the board and their 4th running back's there. Say you have like 6 tackles come off the board, the 7th tackle's there. So what do you want? Your 3rd ranked, your 4th ranked running back, or your 7th ranked tackle?
Yeah,
you know, you get your running back.
It's a running back.
Yeah, exactly. You just get whatever is higher on your board at that pick of your needs. So.
Exactly. Next question. At that Ninja Zay asked, now that you had a few months to see him in action, what are your impressions of Doug? I really like how he's handled a lot of things, and he seems to be really good with the players. I agree. He seems like a player's coach, obviously, because he played in the NFL. But I mean, seems like the guys are really like gelling with him, and I think the team, you know, what Howie's done and what Doug Peterson's done is they built this family here, and I think that, you know, the Eagles are really buying into the culture that they're creating, not just like the system. I feel like when Chip was here, guys bought into Chip's, you know, system because it worked the first year, but then like, you know, they saw things not working and Chip just wasn't meshing well with the players, so
he wasn't adapting or adjusting anything. They would say things and he wouldn't do it. He would just be like, "No, we're doing this still."
Yeah, it was like that dad on like the road trip that's just like he doesn't want to pull over at all. He doesn't want to listen to what anyone else says. And like, you know, Doug is like getting with these guys. So maybe if things aren't working as well, the team still seem like a tight knit group, which I think you know has weighs more than, you know, just the system and stuff.
Yeah,
so.
And you like hearing some of the things the players are saying. Sam Bradford said, you know, he loves being out at practice. It's his favorite part because he said sitting in 10 hours of meetings, he said it can get a little boring. And, you know, like you just feel that he's more comfortable. And when a guy like Sam Bradford's more comfortable, how do you think
like
the guys that
awkward,
exactly.
Goofy
they were
guy.
like asking him, like, you know, like, how do you get through that meeting? He was like, a lot of sunflower seeds and just chewing on gum, like keeping you stimulated, you know. It's just funny, like they're all just chilling.
Yeah.
And he said the coaches are awesome though, and they have a lot of good stories because they were all like in the NFL and been in the league for a while. So you know, it's cool. It's cool to hear. It's fun.
All right, last question. 808 Eagles asked, without being biased, which NFC team has the best chance to win the division based on strength of schedule, home and away games, and injuries? Who do you think has the roster to take control of the East? You know, we did put out that Beast of the East series where we broke down every team's schedule, and you know, we ranked the Eagles as winning the division.
Go check that out. We'll put the links in the bio, and
You know, I feel like, you know, I feel like the Eagles do have the best chance. You know, I think, you know, the Cowboys, they're just like a mess right now. They're like a rehab facility. Then you have the Giants, you know, their defense is still up in the air, and you know, the Redskins, you know, you don't really know what's going to get with them.
Hit or miss. You didn't beat anyone with a winning record last year. Not just Kirk, the whole team. So, they made some upgrades and stuff, and Josh Norman obviously will make a difference for them. But no, I think from a roster standpoint, I think the Eagles have the just to take. It says to take control of the East, and I think that going forward, the Eagles are set up the best to take control of the NFC East.
Yeah.
And I think this year that they have, you know, just as good a roster as anyone, although they might be missing, you know, that explosive threat on offense. It's almost like that's all you really need.
Yeah.
You're just missing that, and maybe a running back, a reliable running back, and some O-line, and it's coming together.
And to be fair, the Chiefs' offense is pretty good last year, and they didn't have, you know.
Well, they had Macklin last year, but before that they didn't, and they're
I mean, besides Macklin, and I think Jordan Matthews could be just as good as Macklin in a year or two. Yeah, I think he could be. I think he'd be that kind of player.
That 1,000-yard receiver. I mean, it basically is a 1,000-yard receiver. And also the Chiefs have a dominant tight end, a guy who can dominate the middle of the field, and we have Zach Ertz and Brent Selleck, and that's what Peterson wants to use is like tight ends and just making it easy and spreading the ball out, and that's why you got the deep receiving core with Ruben Randall and Chris Gibbons and things like that. So
the thing that intrigued me the most, that also pissed me off the most last year before we wrap up, is how, Andy Reid's offense, you can kind of like put guys into play. I mean, I had Jamal Charles last year on my fantasy team, but that didn't slow down the Chiefs' offense. They found other guys, Spencer Ware. So they're able, to put guys in the system, put them in good spots, favorable positions to get things done. Unlike Chip, who would just, run the plays.
Yeah, he would run plays over and over, and you'd have Riley Cooper staying on the field, and Miles Austin for full possessions, and Josh Huff on the sideline. And I mean, I'm not saying Josh Huff's great, but like, you don't want guys like Riley Cooper and Austin on the field over and over. You want them coming in rotationally when your better guys are tired.
Yeah.
You don't even want them on the team. Let's just put that out there.
That's true.
But the receiving core is really well rounded, even though they're missing that superstar. And Zach Ertz is going to have a monster season, so I think they're really in control. But check the Beast of the East series out for sure. Yeah. We'll put the links in the bio.
Definitely, guys. Thank you for joining us, and we will be coming out with the Madden released their rankings for all the players. So we broke down the Eagles roster. That video will be coming out for you on Saturday, and then we'll have the weekly chirp on Monday. Thank you for joining us.